Hey there goons, Mekion here. Now it's time for the vents. Vent shows off a small little gimmick which is unfortunately only used in this and the next level. Unfortunately again, because of how long the next level is, I'm going to have to include it in a separate video. So this time, we're just going to get the vents. Sorry guys. Wild currents trapped my pod below. Please save them. I am too weak from the storm. That's right. You have to go do an escort quest. However, unlike escort quests in virtually every single other game ever, these ones are fun. Why are they fun? Because the dolphins don't really give a damn about you. You just find them and then boom, you've pretty much got it done. You just need to swim back to the main dolphin, where you actually got the quest from, and then, well, escort quest done. And yes, we will need that key glyph later. Anywho, here's our first trapped dolphin. Swim just in front of them, and they'll follow us. As you see, they don't really give a damn about us going off the screen. They also don't attract enemies or even attack them. Basically, they don't do anything at all. I guess that's why I like these escort quests, mainly because, well, you don't really need to give a damn about the escorting. You just find them and then they follow you. Why can't more escort quests be like that? And, currents, by the way, as you're noticing, don't let me swim against them that long. Some currents you can swim against just by mashing the C button, but these ones you need to use a block or similar object to push against. The multicolored shells from the undercaves won't work, but excuse me, these blocks here plus some other objects like turtles will work. Did I just say turtles? Yes, I just said turtles. Anywho, I have a small little maze of barrier glyphs here, which introduces us to the concept of reusing key glyphs. Thankfully, also, if we die here, rather than having to restart the level from the beginning, we'll respawn at the last barrier glyph we got rid of. That is incredibly useful. It's also one of the major changes between this and the Genesis version. It's present in the Japanese Genesis version, but not the American one, which I have no doubt that most of you probably played. Anywho. Oh. I get stuck in a diagonal pattern, and here's dolphin number 2. So now we just follow the exact route we came in, but the other way around. Thankfully, there are enough key glyphs here to break every barrier glyph along the way. But before we do, I'm going to do a slight little shortcut and prevent me having to get a barrier glyph much later in the level by grabbing a barrier glyph. I'm good English today, aren't I, goons? Haha. But no, do a slight shortcut and grab an extra key glyph around here, so that I don't need to grab the key glyph later in the level. Really just saves time. That's 2 dolphins down. Now to the other half of the level. Ooh. That little trick I just did there, not spinning in the air but the really high jump, if you charge at just the right spot while you're under the surface, you do a super jump. I have never been able to reliably do them, but if anyone knows the exact distance, tell me, because I would love to know how to do them for a few of the later levels. Anywho, because we got that key glyph a bit earlier, we don't need to go even checking any of these tunnels, but the one just up there, well, just to the side there, will have another key glyph in it. The other ones have various enemies and... phew, made it. Just up there is the exit, but here's the dolphin. Swim back up against the current, and we go up so quickly that the screen leaves Ecco behind. I find that rather funny, actually. Unlike the gimmick we'll see in the next level, the current is a pretty much universal gimmick. It's even in the next game, which I cannot say for the gimmick we'll see in the lagoon, the stone-eating stars. Personally, I'm happy about that, because I hate the stone-eating stars. Thank you, Ecco. Sing the song when you charge your enemies. What could they possibly mean? Basically, we have just gotten the most useful power-up in the game. Firstly, our song has been upgraded to Stun Jellyfish. We can even start a mid-animation. However, even more useful, if we sing in the middle of our charge animation, we launch forth a killer bolt of Sonar, which will do damage. I haven't done the scores on it, but I'm pretty sure it's the same as a regular charge is with, to anything in front of us. It doesn't go through enemies, just hits one and dissipates, but basically it's the most useful thing, because you can chain it like this. Basically just killing everything in your path, and not having to deal with any enemies at all. The next power-up we're going to get is much less powerful. It only deals with a specific enemy, the sharks, which we haven't even encountered yet. Unfortunately, the lagoon's gonna have to wait for, like I said earlier, the lagoon's gonna have to wait for another video because it's such a long level that I can't possibly put in this one. Every time I've tried, I've just kept getting error after error after error. But I'm sure I can provide something extra for you goons. Here's a small little extra I'm gonna show you guys. This is the Japanese version of Ecco. There are a few differences in it, but the most interesting, we actually have signs telling us what these little places are for once. That is pretty nifty, I think. You might notice how different the music is. It's the, Genesis music. I like it. You might not, honestly, I don't care. Storm again. We've all seen this before. Let's go to a fun level that we won't see in the actual LP for a while. Ooh, pause screen is different. Right, BC, BC, down C, up. Whoops, debug menu. This is the debug menu. I'm not going to use this in-game because it basically lets me cheat my way through, but it does have an interesting function just here. Message number. Unfortunately, I can't speak Moonspeak, so this is a pretty bad version to actually use that in. I'll make sure to show this in the regular version sometime. While I'm in the Japanese version, I may as well just listen to my favorite music from the whole Ecco series. That's right, you can use the debug mode to overwrite the in-game sound, which is incredibly useful, and... ah, there they are. I was wondering how those jellyfish went there this time. I honestly have no idea which version came first, but in the US version, just up there you've got coral rather than the little broken stuff we have here, so I reckon this came after or during when Ecco CD came out, because that little coral up there was one of the changes they made for it. No idea why, but I'm not a game developer. Maybe it was too hard. Nah. Aside from that different sound where we go to a new level, as you see, it's pretty much the same as regular Ecco. That is before, of course, we get to some of the new levels. Well, goons, I'm gonna leave you to it. Firstly, this sure is some strange music. I wonder what level it could belong to. Ah, well, we'll undoubtedly see sometime. It's not like it's gonna be a horrible level which is haunted by dreams for years. See yous later, goons.